My friend just got her green card. Can her husband now file for her 10-year-old daughter who's in the U.S. on a visitor's visa? And what would she need to file?
The answer is yes, because the priority dates are current right now. You're going to file an adjustment.
Alpa Shah says, I'm Alpa from India and my brother filed the I-130. Priority date is in April of 2007. How much time do you think it's still going to take to get an interview? My son is now 20. If it takes another 2 or 3 years, is he going to be able to come with me?
What country is this?
India.
And this is brother, sister?
Brother, sister.
Yeah, it's at least another 3-4 years. It depends on how long the I-130 took to get approved.
So
the longer it took the I-130 to get approved, you get to add that time onto the child's 21st birthday.
Wow.
Okay.
But I don't know how long it took the I-130 to get approved.
But if it took like a couple of years,
Yeah,
2 or 3 years, then he would be okay.
Should be okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Rostal saying, I'm an F1 visa holder now. Changed to J1 the last 2 years ago. I extended my visa and processed and changed it from J1 to F1 when I was here in the United States. My issue was I had a receipt with stating that I got approved for my visa, but it's not attached to my passport. So now I'm planning to go to my home country, which is in the Philippines. My visa doesn't have any stamps. So how can I enter again when I go back home to my country to enter back here in the U.S.?
What kind of visa does he have?
So you changed it from a J1 to F1.
Okay. So all right. So what this is all right. He does not. He came on a J visa. Okay, I understand. He came on a J visa.
Mm-hmm.
He came to the United States. He made an application to change his status.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get a new visa. He got a new status.
Right.
So now when he goes to the Philippines, he has to go to the U.S. Embassy in Manila to get a new visa to come back and cross the border.
Mm.
Visas allow you to cross a border, and once you cross the border, the government tells you what your status is and how long you can stay. So when he changed from J to F, he didn't leave the country and come back with a new visa. He just changed the status. You can't enter the United States on a new status. You need a new visa, which is why he has to go to the embassy in the Philippines, in Manila, get interviewed, prove he's in school. He has to go through the whole process.
How long does that usually take?
A week or two.
Okay.
Right.
Peace Ann said, my friend schooled in the U.S. with an F1 visa. He was abusing his wife and was also caught working when he wasn't supposed to. So he was detained and sent back home. This happened all back in 1985. If he applies to just visit the U.S. now, will he be granted a visa or denied? And can his daughter, who is a citizen, file for him?
He will be denied. It depends on, there was domestic abuse. If he was convicted of a domestic violence, his daughter cannot file for him because he can't get a waiver through the daughter. He can because it was more than 15 years ago.
Yeah.
As long as it's not an aggravated felony.
Okay.
And as long as he didn't make a misrepresentation. So it's possible he can get 2 waivers.
Ah. All right. Shireen McFadden saying, hey, good day, Brad. I have an N400 question about the residence during the last 5 years. I really don't remember the exact date I lived from and to this address. I was married to a military, so
what is this question?
We're moving from different places. Same question from my previous
okay,
jobs
so just,
as well.
okay. So they've been all at 100 different addresses and they're filing and you have to put all your addresses. Just put the county. All right. So put the town you were in. Okay. If you don't remember, it was 1 Main Street. Just write down, LaHare, North Carolina.
How about
Lenore.
if you don't
Lenore. Or LaHare, wherever you were. LaHare. I was looking at your hair.
That's fine.
How about if you don't remember the date either?
Just put down, approximately May to approximately June, whatever year.
All right.
You do the best you can.
S. Hope said, good afternoon. So my mom and dad got a divorce. My grandparents petitioned for my dad back in 2012. Now I'm 22. Would I be eligible to travel with him when he's leaving? And if not, what should we do for me to travel with him?
Again, he's over 21. This is a Child Status Protection Act question. It depends on how long the I-130 took to get approved.
Okay.
And Valerie Noel saying, hey, Brad, squad, how can subsidized housing, which is Section 8, affect your case?
That's government assistance. It affects your case.
Call me Miss Gray said, my husband just disappeared and changed his number. I tried contacting him through friends and family, but my efforts have proved futile. What are my options?
Find him, divorce him, stay as this indefinitely till he shows up. I mean, those are your options.
Those are the options.
All right.
Right.
Kiki saying, hey, Brad, my son who's in college is looking forward to getting married next year, and his wife will file for him. They both are in college. How will Trump's 62,000
$62,000.
threshold affect them?
You're going to need a good affidavit of support from somebody who makes more than $62,000.
Oh, the 62,000
Yes,
threshold.
yeah. Not the Trump 666,
Right.
although he is the devil.
He is.
Yes.
Hey, Brad, I submitted my adjustment of status application in February. I did my biometrics in March, but I didn't receive my EAD card as of yet.
Then it's more than 6 months. Give me a call.
Sweetness says, it's been 6 months now since I adjusted my status and I already did my biometrics, but I haven't gotten a work permit. My case has changed so that they're going to schedule me for an interview. Is that possible given that I haven't gotten the work permit yet?
Yes, it's possible. We've heard that a lot now.
If I'm in an abusive marriage, do I have to stay married to file a VAWA, or can I get a divorce before filing the VAWA?
You can get a divorce before filing a VAWA, but more importantly is your immigration status than whether or not you're married to this man or not. Now just know, once you're divorced, there's a 2-year statute of limitations. You have to file within 2 years.
Yeah, she's married.
Yeah, and by the way, you should file now because there's no guarantee VAWA is going to even be around next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're still waiting for them to extend it.
I can't believe it still hasn't been extended.
Yeah. We had about 30 days left.
Wow. Padam said, I'm Raul. Sorry. Raul said, I filed the I-360 in June of 2018. I'm using Obamacare health insurance, and I'm getting a subsidy. I'm also getting financial help just for the health insurance. Would it affect my I-485 with this new public charge rule?
What is the health insurance that he gets?
It's just a subsidy through Obamacare.
I don't think
But it's not Medicaid.
No, that's fine then. By the way, Real Starboy, Yo-Yo's a U.S. citizen. He was born here.
I was born here. My parents weren't.
Yeah, so Real Starboy is concerned that ICE is going to come to apartment 9J and as part of the event and arrest you.
Listen, all they can do is join the party because your boy's an American citizen.
Or give our best immigration attorney a call, Brad Bernstein.
There you go.
All right, what else we got?
Larry King said, Brad, I have a daughter who's 18.
Larry King is watching us?
He is.
Is he alive?
He is live. Alive or live?
Both.
Alive and live.
Larry King live.
Yes.
Okay, Brad, I have a daughter who's 18 and she's a U.S. citizen. Is it possible for her to get married and file for her husband?
Yes.
She doesn't work. Can I help her with the affidavit of support?
Absolutely.
Cool.
We've got our next question coming from Javier Guzman, who said, I've been contacted from an agent of USCIS requesting an appointment to visit my house. Is that possible? And if so, what do I do?
Call me.
Okay, easy.
Don't even call them back to see what's going on.
Do you like jasmine tea, green tea, black tea? What kind of tea should I get? Do you like biscotti, crumpets?
Are you guys more cheese board kind of family? What's the deal?
I could grill some hot dogs. I mean,
that's real American.
Yeah, no. Call your lawyer.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Right.
All right, Joy Brown saying, hey, Brad, asking for a friend. He's on a J1 visa and he left his girlfriend in Jamaica. They're not married and he wants to know if he can bring her here somehow to the U.S.
No.
There's
no girlfriend visa for someone on a J. She has to figure it out on her own.
Got you.
Right.
It's Nisha Kelly says, how long after you submit all the documents they asked for the National Visa Center, should they respond with an interview based on a minor of a U.S. citizen?
Well, no, they're not going to respond for an interview. They're going to you're going to get a notification about 8 weeks or so after you submit everything that they sent everything to the U.S. Embassy, whatever country your child is in.
Marlene Rossi is saying, what's the difference between certificate of citizenship and an I-485? If you file for a minor and the parent is now a citizen, does the minor have to wait for a green card or can you just get the passport?
If the minor was born after the parent became a citizen, you got to file the adjustment. But as soon as the adjustment's approved, the minor becomes an automatic U.S. citizen. So you're filing an adjustment and he will get a certificate of citizenship. You only can go straight for the passport without doing the adjustment if the child was born and then you became a citizen.
Fortune would like to know, do you think that the government could witch hunt conditional residents who are on Medicaid by asking them or their spouse to pay the bond penalty before they continue with their application to permanent residency, or even garnish the wages of their spouse if they eventually succeed with the new Public Charge Act?
They would have to go to court to do that. They can't just arbitrarily do it.
Okay.
Fairs saying I'm a naturalization applicant. My interview is going to be in November 2019. Does the public charge rule affect me?
If the adjustment was already filed, no.
Okay, and if it does...
It's only for adjustments filed after October 15th. And we don't know if that rule is going to go into effect yet.
Okay.
Our next question comes from Kiki, who said, how long would it take for me to get at least my EAD and Social Security number if my LPR spouse is petitioning for me?
You don't. You get a green card eventually. Except if you're already in the United States and you're in legal status, you can file an adjustment now because the priority dates are current.
All right, and our last one for now comes from Chica saying, please, Brad, I just appreciate y'all for the good job. Please. Now, my question is, I have a 10-year card. Can I file for my brother?
No, you have to be a citizen. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.